Okay, good afternoon. In this video, we talk about male reproductive system. In the male reproductive system, there are different parts of that. The first one is scrotum, and the second one is testis and accessory ducts and accessory glands, and finally penis. So now the accessory ducts. What are the accessory ducts? Let us try to understand. The accessory ducts are, first one is rete testis. This is called rete testis. Then vasa efferens, vasa efferentia. Then epididymis, then vasa differentia. The vasa differentia is followed by ejaculatory duct. That ejaculatory duct opens into urethra. That urethra opens as urethral meatus. That urethral meatus present within the penis. Then accessory duct. After accessory glands, the accessory glands of males, there are seminal vesicle. There are two in number, and second one is prostate glands. Is it unpaid? Then bulbourethral or Cowper gland. These are different types of glands are present in male reproductive system. Then penis. Then is a pulsating organ in the male reproductive system. Now let us discuss one by one. So first of all, see accessory ducts. What are the accessory ducts? Rete testis, vas efferentia, epididymis, vas differentia. That followed by ejaculatory duct that opens into urethra. That urethra opens as urethral meatus. That urethral meatus are present within the penis. So now let us discuss each and every points. First of all, testis. The testis is a primary sex organ. Testis is a primary sex organ, and it has one pair. The pair of testis present in human being. Then size of the testis. See, this is a testis. The width of testis about 2 to 3 centimeters, and length of testis about 4 to 5 centimeters. Am I right? That is a length is 4 to 5 centimeters and width is 2 to 3 centimeters. Then shape. The shape of testis oval in shape. Alright? So testis or primary sex organ in male, it has pair. Then the size of testis, the length of testis about 4 to 5 centimeters. The width of testis about 2 to 3 centimeters. then the shape is oval shape. After the testis is covered by dense covering, covered by dense covering coat. After that, both the testes, what is that? Both the testes, both the testes, look, a small bag-like structure, a small bag-like structure, situated below and outside the abdominal cavity, that is called scrotum. That is called scrotum. Internally the scrotum is lined by, dartus muscle. Am I right? Then spermatic fascia. So that is very important. The scrotum internally lined by dartus muscle, then spermatic fascia. That dartus muscles helps in regulation. Very important point. Regulation of the temperature within the scrotum. Okay, within the scrotum. And it becomes contract in cold. And during warm season it becomes relaxed. So that is a function of dartus muscles, which is present lined in scrotum. So apart from that, the temperature of the scrotum. In the temperature of scrotum is 2 to 2.5 degrees Celsius less than core body temperature. So what is the core body temperature? The core body temperature is 37.5 degrees Celsius approximately. So what is 2 to 2.5 degrees is a degree Celsius is a temperature of scrotum. Is a lesser than core body temperature. So why? The testes are located outside of the abdominal cavity. You know that the testes are extra abdominal because they requires less the temperature than core body temperature. It is necessary for spermatogenesis. This temperature is necessary for spermatogenesis. Okay, next one is in embryonic stage, the testis develops in the scrotum. After they descended into testis descended into the scrotum at the time of birth. So that is very important. In embryonic stage, that means at the 7th month of pregnancy, the testis developed in the abdominal cavity, then descend down into the scrotum at the time of birth. This is a normal condition, but in some cases, see, in newborn baby, the testis does not descend down into scrotum at the time of birth. This undescended condition is known as called cryptorchidism. What is that? Cryptorchidism. So what is the cryptorchidism? That means the scrotum is empty. The scrotum is empty. So the scrotum is empty means the testis does not descend down
into the scrotum at the time of birth. But it remains in the abdominal cavity. The testis remains in the abdominal cavity. That type of undescended condition is known as called cryptorchidism. Crypt means hidden. Crypt means hidden. Orchidism means what? The testis. Orchidism means what? The testis. Okay, next. See. So this is a scrotum. This is a scrotum. Here, this is called inguinal canal. Inguinal canal. This is abdomen. Okay, now scrotum is connected to abdominal cavity through canal. This canal is known as called inguinal canal. Understand? The scrotum is connected to abdominal cavity through this passage termed as inguinal canal. Through this canal, the testes are descend down into scrotum. So this is the process of development of testis within the scrotum. Then now let us discuss about testis anatomy. Now let us discuss about testis in anatomy. So what is anatomy? That means study of internal structure. Study of internal structure. A study of internal structure is called anatomy. Now we have to discuss internal structure of testis. So we know that testis has coated by 3 layers. How many layers are coated? 3 layers are coated. 3 layers are coated. So what are that coated? So see, I will draw the diagram of testis at central. So this is called a structure of testis. In this area, this is called a outer layer. The outer layer is known as called what? Tunica vaginalis. So this is called tunica vaginalis. The tunica vaginalis, this is a outer one. This outer one is called tunica vaginalis. And inner layer, this is called second layer is called, or middle layer is known as called tunica albuginea. What is that? Tunica albuginea. And innermost layer, so here innermost layer is known as called, here this is known as called tunica vasculosa. Am I right? This is a testis which is covered by 3 coats or layers. The first coat is called tunica vaginalis, and second one is tunica albuginea, and third one is tunica vasculosa. So first of all, tunica albuginea and tunica vaginalis. What is the meaning of vaginalis? Vagina, that means sleeve. What is that? Sleeve. It is look like sleeve. It is look like sleeve, and it has parietal and visceral layers. It has parietal and visceral layer. Parietal and visceral layer, and it covers whole the testis except its posterior. Then tunica albuginea. Albu means what? Albu means, that word means white. Albu means white, which is covered white fibrous connective tissue. That's why we call that albuginea. It covers the testes all around. This covers the testes all around. Next one is tunica vasculosa. The tunica vasculosa is lining testicular lobules. This is present in the testicle, nearby testicular lobules. Right? This is the lining testicular lobules. The lining testicular lobules. Now we have to draw the diagram of internal structure of testes. So first of all, I will draw briefly. This is called testicular lobules. This structure is known as called testicular lobules. This is called testicular lobules, and separated by one compartment. This is one compartment. This is one compartment. This is one compartment. How many testicular lobules present in each testis? So nearly 250. How many testicular lobules present? Nearly 250 testicular lobules which are present in each testis. Then testicular lobules inside a small important side. This is called very small thin coiled tubes. This is called very small coiled tubes. Is known as called seminiferous tubule. This is called what? This is called seminiferous tubule. This is called seminiferous tubules. This is called what? Testicular lobules. Then seminiferous tubules all together ultimately opens into an apex of mediastinum. This part is known as called rete testis. Important, rete testis. See, the seminiferous tubules is a main site for spermatogenesis. Seminiferous tubules are main site for spermatogenesis. All seminiferous tubules are ultimately combined and open into a particular mediastinum. This mediastinum becomes a form. Many tubules are formed. This is called rete testis. All rete testis fuse. All rete testis fuse. Understand? All rete testis fuse 20 to how much? 10 to 20. 10 to 20. All rete testis to form 10 to 20. A small thin coiled structure which is connected to highly coiled structure. So in this rete testis all together form, then many number of tubules are produced. This tubules is known as called vasa efferentia. What is that? Vasa efferentia. That vasa efferentia that comes out from testis. Then it is opening to the common tube. That common tube which gets highly coiled structure. This is called epididymis. This structure is called epididymis. Epididymis divided into three parts. Which one is a highly coiled? What is that? A highly coiled structure. Highly coiled structures. Highly coiled structure. This head part This is a body part and this is a tail part. Highly coiled part. That highly coiled part is called cauda epididymis. Am I right? Epididymis. In man, it is about 6 meter length. 6 meter length present in human being. That epididymis. Epididymis divided into how many parts? There are 3 parts. The first one is, what is that? Caput. This first part is known as called caput epididymis, and middle part is called corpus epididymis, and tail or basal and light coiled part is known as called, what is that? Cauda epididymis. These are internal structure of testis. Then the cauda epididymis enters in abdominal cavity. Then it forms a small network. A tubular network is known as called. This is very tube network is known as called vasa differentia. This structure is known as called vasa differentia. This is a network. This network is called vasa differentia. This is called vasa differentia. That is a main duct which carry the sperms from epididymis to ejaculatory duct. So this is a internal structure of the body. Now let us discuss about seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule, it is about 750 to 1000 seminiferous tubules present in each testis. How many seminiferous tubules are present in each testis? 750 to 1000 seminiferous tubules are present. Now let us discuss about detailed information of the seminiferous tubule. Next one is TS of seminiferous tubule. So let us draw the diagram. This is called what? Seminiferous tubule. TS section. TS means transverse section. So is a tall cell is known as called Sertoli cell. The either side Sertoli cell